as the Bears get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Mahomes' throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. He's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Bears, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire.
And that'll move them closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
On 2nd and goal, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. Play action, Fields. And a hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
Now that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Montgomery. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
6-0 our score after 1. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Running with Montgomery from the pistol. Runs over him. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Here's Fields. Well, this will be caught by Mooney.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A give. This is Montgomery. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Montgomery. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Montgomery.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. Now the try here for the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Mahomes Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. And he will have a Chiefs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On first down, Mahomes. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. On first down, it's Fields.
Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
59 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
On first down, Fields.
And he checks this one down to Williams. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. On the ground, it's Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Fields on first down. This is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Scotty Miller as the first half is winding down. And the Bears have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll drop to throw.
And quickly into the hands of Robinson.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? And after that touchdown, we are just a PAT away from a tie game. And I know everyone's going to look at it and go, guess what? Tie game, all even, They just scored. If they kick this extra point and tie it, they're going to feel like they're the ones that are in control.
Butker on for the PAT. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
78 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game. but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Fields. Eluding the pressure right. Room to run past midfield. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Montgomery. Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Fields now to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Michael Dana. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And long. It's Fields. To the right side, complete to Miller. Room to run inside the 40. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On play action, Fields. Rolling to his left. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a run with Montgomery. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Blankenship out for the point after. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's on it.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Into the secondary, past the 40. And all the way down to the 12. 74 yards rushing for him now to this point. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Second and 4. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. happens here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. They'll try to run this one in, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They're going to try and run for it. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They run. Montgomery and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Montgomery finding some room at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Now a give running left with Montgomery. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
yards on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Montgomery, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Montgomery on the counter. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10.
Add that one to the good run tally right there. He's been strong throughout this game, and there's no reason to suggest he's going to slow down into 4th quarter at all. And that's exactly what they need him to do. Keep churning out 1st downs.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Now Montgomery. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. Every eye in the stadium fixated on Rodrigo Blankenship. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they've got to feel good